Hi, my name is Birkholz and I'm from Berlin, and I've been studying here at Touro College University in Berlin, and I graduated in 2015, and yeah, I'm now running my own business company, Birkholz Perfume Manufacture. That actually started when I was 5 years old, due to my father, basically, when I was running into the bathroom and I saw this bottle with liquid inside standing there on the tray. And of course, when you're young, you always want to know what's inside. So I took it, opened it, sprayed along it, and it fell to the ground and splashed and broke. And of course, I got in trouble a little about that, but I think that was the turning point when the love or the first contact to the branch or the art of perfume started for myself. And I've never lost that over the years. And in school time, it was a little different. Of course, you had other interests as well, such as sports, girls, of course, studying was important. And but I've never lost the interest about perfumes. And I think the turning point officially started when I was 16 years old, when we began producing in Berlin here with another company or another company name, and we were exporting those products into the Middle East. And father said, "What do you think about that? And would you like, or can you see yourself working for this company?" And I said, "Sure, of course." And that's 16 years old I started, and till now, so 11 years. Oh my God, 11 years now. Been there and doing that, yeah. That's always a good question. I like to answer as well, because I'm pretty proud of where we are today. And it actually started pretty small with the idea. And Birkholz Perfume Manufacture is, if you want, a startup with the background knowledge of 20 years or over 20 years of experience due to my father, because it's a family business still. And we launched as a brand in November 2017 with our perfume bar, the boutique in Knesebeckstraße, close to Kurfürstendamm. And at the beginning, everybody thought, oh my God, let's see how this is going to work, because the German market is a very tough, one of the toughest markets actually in perfume and beauty. And we started out there, like I said, in November 2017. And our first client was actually KaDeWe in Berlin. And that was the following year. In September 2018, we started with a promotion area where they said, okay, we give you 4 weeks. You have to reach the minimum return or revenue of about 3,000 euros per week. And we will do that. We will show you, because and it's always new brands to really present themselves and show that you can manage and you can do that. And so we said, okay, let's do it. We built our own we built our own perfume bars, our own tables, our own designs, everything, where we place the perfumes on. And then we started out 4 weeks, and we did the revenue already in the first day. So everybody was already like, wow, what's going on? Who are those guys from Berlin? And since then, we developed, we didn't rush, because that's also a point where you fail pretty quickly, because of course you want everything at once for most people, but taking it step by step is the better way to do it, I think. And then we took on Frankfurt in November from Douglas, the exclusive ones. And more and more started to grow. Then Oberpollinger, which also belongs to KaDeWe Group in Munich, several more Douglas outlets, then other private boutiques all over Germany. And in 2018, we had 3 doors where we sell. That was our own boutique. That was our own manufacturing headquarter in Kleinmachnow. And that was KaDeWe and Frankfurt, Douglas. In 2019, we had a total of 66 doors already, which is of course a huge step. And I can already say this year, that's why I'm saying very proud of what we reached already. We actually doubled, or we even, a little more, doubled the amount of doors to 135 doors now. So that is a great success, and that's what's fueled. And what's fueling is that you always have to be there, you have to be close to the consumers, of course, to the customers, to the partners that you have, to the private boutiques, to the department stores, fashion stores, whatsoever. And you always have to be there for them. And that's the good thing about a horizontal hierarchy. Basically, we're always there. If there's a problem, you can call us, no problem. We will fix it. And you don't have to wait maybe a month till you get an answer. So yeah, I think that's one of the points that fueled the success. And of course, I believe that as a German company based in Berlin, a perfume manufacturer where it's all handmade here in the country, in our city here, you know, there's a certain value that people see and feel. And the perfumes speak for themselves, the quality of them, of course, the whole process of individualizing everything from the bottle to the cap to the design of the blotter till mixing your own perfume, you know. And we take that as the perfume sommelier, like we say. We really guide you. We take you on a journey, on a fragrance journey, so to speak, and find the perfect fragrance for you. And yeah. Well, I started working already when I was 13 years old. I hope that's I won't get in legal trouble, or the restaurant, the former restaurant. But I started out with as a waitress. I was standing behind, you know, in the kitchen, washing dishes, because my father back then already said, "Hey, if you want to earn money and you want to learn how things work in life, you know, go ahead, go out there." So this one summer, I said to myself, "Okay, let's try it out." Everybody's going to vacation. Everybody's taking off their time, meeting with their friends and stuff. But I said to myself, okay, you know what? There's a friend of ours who owns a restaurant here in Berlin. I'll just ask him, and I want to get some experience and working already. So that was I think the turning point also, where I started to feel, hey, when you're doing something and for work and it feels good for you, that you're achieving something, even if it's a small, I don't know, job or whatever, though what makes you happy is so important, that I value now, that I've learned from this experience as well, that you have to understand the people that work for you, even in the production line, even in transport, if they drive around the whole day. You have to learn, you have to feel them, and then if you've been also in this position, you know what they want. When they have a problem, you can talk to them. They can come up to you, and you can respond as if you're one of them working in that position as well. Because if you're born, let's say, straight at the top, and you will never have that experience. And I always continued through the years already asking my father how he manages all of his companies. And we also have a transport and logistic company here in Berlin, where, you know, we're a service partner for DHL for over 30 years already. And I've also been in that job where I was driving around Berlin, you know, handing out packages as well. So, and at some point, I said to myself, okay, now is the time. I want to get into the perfume business 24/7. And that was the job experiences I had back then. And my brother as well, he was, of course, the younger brother, but I think, if I might say that, maybe he doesn't like to hear that, but I was a little role model, hopefully, in that sense, that he was looking up and seeing also, okay, if you want to be successful, you got to do something for it and believe in yourself. So that's I think the point. Yeah. Well, that's always a good one. You can't really generalize that question or the answer because different factors play a role. I always say and I always think. In my situation personally, I had the huge luck of my father having the company already, or the companies, and the work experience. I know not everybody is that fortunate, and that's why I have huge respect to everyone that work from 0 to 100 from nothing. That's not, saying or putting the other perspective in a bad way. No, of course, also when the other side, that if you're already born basically into a family or into a company that has an advantage and you can work there already, it's not that easy as well, because of course your father or your mother, they expect something of you. They want you to at some point lead that company, and that's a huge pressure you also have to deal with at the beginning, because at the start it all sounds very wonderful, and you do a little here and you do a little that, and you put a little statistics there, and you get the coffee and whatsoever. But after a few years, and you start to see the whole process, and also in bad times or in good times, or you have conversations with clients, and it comes out to money and to economical factors, that's a whole different story. And what I always give as an advice to now, in that sense, students, if they want to become entrepreneurs or run their own business, you really, it always sounds cliche, but you have to believe in what you do, and you need a whole lot of sweat. You need confidence in yourself that it's going to work, even if it takes a couple more years. It takes basically forever. Sometimes you think, and nothing works, or bad times like now, the situation with COVID, where you think nothing's going to work. You always have to be there, you always have to be focused, you always have to have your numbers also, because you can dream a lot, and also in perfume, in the perfume branch, beauty branch is also, it's a nice branch, it's a nice industry, and we can do a lot, but you are never allowed to forget the economical background. It's all about calculating, it's all about measuring where do I get the best quality for perfumes, balls, and so on. And therefore, believe in yourself, believe in what you do, and have fun, and don't forget the balance between living life and working life, because if you just work the whole time, you forget about the rest. If you just party the whole time, you forget about the rest. So there has to be a steady balance between that. So, and I've learned that also from my father. Giving 120% each day, but don't forget to laugh. The hardest? A lot of people ask me or think that it's difficult to work in a family business, being there with your father each day, with your brother, and also your mother. I actually have to, I always say, not for me. I love working together with the family, and the difference maybe is that we are not just father and son, mother and son. No, we're best friends. And of course, there's sometimes, opinions that everyone has, and there's going to be a clash, but that's totally normal. But the important thing is that after maybe you had differences in opinions, that you gather around in the evening with a glass of wine or something nice dinner, and you talk it out, and like nothing happened, you smile again. The hardest thing, though, was basically the development, and that as a new brand with no big company in the background. There's no Coty, there's no Procter & Gamble, there's no investor in the background. That's all our own capital. So it's 100% risk. It has to work. Otherwise, you stand there with nothing. That was the hardest thing, this pressure that you have sometimes, and especially in times like now, where the whole world is different and everyone panics, and I remember in the first week of COVID, or now with the Corona, everybody was thinking, yeah, it will pass in 1 week. Everybody will forget about it. You know, it's just a little flu, and now we're still here. And I remember asking myself, oof, will we be able to manage that? That was one point where I actually, for the first time, was, will we manage? Now we were on the right direction. We were, you know, the foreign countries, internationally, expansion was actually this year, try to begin this year, and then it all collapsed. And then you doubt yourself for a second. Is this all going to work? You have customers, you have your employees that you have to pay, everything. And also the hardest was establishing yourself in this saturated market. And as I said, Germany is one of the toughest markets in beauty and cosmetics and perfumes, because us Germans, we love our products that we use every day, and especially made in Germany. So that's also contrary of what I say, but you also have to, first of all, show the people and the clients, hey, this is a new brand, this is, you know, from Germany and stuff, but you have to try it. You know, the people have to buy it first, and then it gets around. So I think that was the toughest or hardest. Yeah, we started a campaign about a month ago called Birkholz beschenkt Helden und Heldinnen. And so we're searching for your hero, and we wanted to give something back, because not everybody was that fortunate. A lot of people lost their jobs. You know, everything had to close down. Just imagine yourself being I don't know, a restaurant owner who actually wanted to open his restaurant just now in the beginning, in March or April, and then everything shut down. Or you have families you have to feed, and we came up with the idea of giving something back, and a lot of stories came to us. People shared really their deepest thoughts and their personal stories with us, and we read all of them. Actually, it was over 300 stories. So you can imagine I was reading a book basically in the evening, and some of them really affected you personally, and almost made you cry, because it was crazy, and because you just see the surface. Yes, there's a lot of problems going on. Yes, Kurzarbeit here, and but that was, yeah, it was really hard at some point. And we said, okay, there are the people, there's one nominee and someone who can nominate their personal hero. So let's say I nominate you, you're my hero because you are here every day in university, even though it's all closed, and you are giving 100% each day. You have your daughter at home, and you're taking care of all of this. I just want to say thank you. So, and that was the turning point where we were giving out perfumes, and you can win a perfume. And the people were very thankful, are still very thankful, and that was just a nice way to say thanks to all of our customers. Honestly, I have to say it could have been worse. Like I said, we doubled our amount of doors where we sell our perfumes and products. from 66 doors to 135 doors this year, which is actually pretty crazy. And we used this situation, this COVID-19 phase, to not shut down everything. We didn't close the doors. We didn't stop believing in what we do and what we think that we can do. So we doubled the amount, like I said. We used the time to recap what we have achieved till now and what we can do better. That means we sat down, my father, my brother, myself, and my mother as well, and sat down and we talked open. How do you see the company until now? What do you think went good? What could be better? What was bad? What can we do? And what is the strategy now? And we were talking I remember it was a Sunday. We were meeting in the office in Kleinmachnow, and we were, I think, 7 hours of talking, eating together, just sharing what the thoughts were. And we said, okay, you know what, guys, we're not going to stop. We're going to do the exact opposite. So what we did was that we produced as much as we could have, in the manufacturing. We pushed everything. We were producing all of our stocks. So as soon as COVID would have been gone or is over, or the situation normalizes a little, we can start out. You don't have to wait. So that's also something that you as an entrepreneur, as a business woman or man, have to think about, is not the short term, but the long term. Where do you want to go? And how do you handle that situations? Because none of us in the whole world ever witnessed such a situation. So you got to be ready for when it's over. Because after every gray sky, there's always the sun, right? And so we produced, we filled, and our perfumes, put them into our boxes, we sent them, we did online a lot, with Summer Box, with a Dream Box, where people could have, supported us. And we changed the strategy. And we said to ourselves, hey, we can do a lot more ourselves. Even I, who was in terms of sales, I was driving around the whole country, across the whole country, visiting perfumeries, visiting customers, giving lectures about perfumes, of course, as well. And all that just stopped. But I got into my strength, which I studied here at Touro as well, into marketing aspects again as well. So we changed a lot of strategies, and online, Instagram, social media, which is more and more important now, we put more effort in there, where we were lacking a little. And now you see it. Online, we have more and more customers each day. The sales in terms of the online shop went up, I think 1,200% in comparison to last year. And we really used this situation to gain more confidence. We became smaller as a team, but we gained more power because we believe in ourselves, and that was the crucial part. And I believe, and I'm very optimistic, that we'll together defeat this terrible and horrible situation at some point. And next year will be the year where everyone, I think, will laugh again, smile again, dance again, and smell good again. Yeah, we didn't stop producing. We actually continued launching new product lines where everybody would think, are you crazy guys? Everybody's saving up and saving money. But we were investing money into new products. So we launched a completely new collection, the Black Collection. It's the most exclusive one till now, 6 fragrances, and a selling price of 435 euros. So that was also a statement. And we already, sold it to our customers. And that is also a thing of where you have to believe and be confident in, because a lot of people were doubting us at the beginning, because we have a big range. We have 3 different collections and perfumes, and we started out with 25, where everyone at the beginning said, don't you want to start with like maybe 3 or 4? And you know, Germany is tough, and the customers, you don't know them, and nah. We started out with 25 because we wanted to give the opportunity to really individualize and find your perfume, not just because I say I want 3 or 4, because I can save a little money more and I can cut costs there. And no, that was not the strategy, because we said, if we're going to do it here in Germany and Europe and internationally, we're going to do it right. Kein Kleckern, it's like you say on Germany. And in German, sorry. So we launched 3 different sizes, 30, 50, 100 ml. We were exclusively, we're a niche product, and you can really have the range from fruity, floral, woody, spicy, and so on. Because if I just launch 3 perfumes, for example, maybe you will say, nice, but I actually like amber, but you only have rose, citrus, and yeah, woody musk. So I would lose another customer. That's what I didn't want. Therefore, we also launched this black collection with 435 euros, where that's, you know, when you hear that, wow, whole lot of money for a perfume. But you have to be confident in that sense that you can sell it, because it's just a mind game. And that's also in terms of sales. If you do it right, if you know how to sell yourself, and we perfectly know how to sell ourselves, then that's no problem. It's just the numbers that freaks everyone out the whole time. So we launched that. We launched a whole new scented candles collection. And I was super hyped, super excited about that, because I always wanted my own scented candles. And I was freaking out like a little kid, basically. And when the first samples were there, I couldn't wait to show everyone, and then I forgot, like, oh, it's still a secret project. But 10 different scented candles, 200 grams in white with a golden cap on top, you know, natural soy wax. Incredible. So that started out. We launched that. Sold out already. We're waiting for the second batch already. And there's going to be something very, very interesting coming up, probably to Valentine's Day. So boys, you know, be ready. I will help you to figure out the perfect present and surprise. And there's next year already a whole different, interesting, crazy ideas and products already planned. And I can't wait to share that sometime. Definitely very much helpful, because I had the opportunity to get in contact with students from all over the world. It's a college, it's a university which is small, where the classes are maybe maximum 20 students or 30 students, let's say it. But you have a close connection to your professor. So if you have a question, for instance, and you're not sure about it, you know, you raise your hand, and she or him, she sees you, and you know, knows you by the name. If you're in a big university, you're one of 300-400, and you really have to be the best and to really get noticed. And but this is really an opportunity that I saw, and with many wonderful professors that have the experience over the years, if it's from the economical point of view, if it's the marketing view, and so forth. And everyone shared their different opinions, their life situations as well. And I made a lot of friends here, which is also important. Not only studying the whole time, of course, and that's also important. So always study and do that. But spend time with your colleagues, you know, with your friends. Make friends here. That was important to me as well, because when I was young and I went to school, I went to an international school as well, and I learned English already. So it was like stepping out of school into university. It was basically the same. That was nice, you know. And then people from all over the world, from Africa, from America, from everywhere, sharing the whole different stories. And The classes, if it's marketing, finance, management, they really helped in forming you or myself into the man who I am today. And I always say, theory is very important. You have to study, you have to do it. Go to school, go to university if you're fortunate enough to do that. And work, go out there, go into the field. You know, theory is important, like I said, but go out on the field. That's where you really learn. And if you can take the theory and put it into the function on the field, that's the best way to do it. So I was very grateful studying here. It was a wonderful couple of years, and where I reminisce, like just when I came inside here, it was touching actually. It brings back memories. So and that's wonderful. Yeah. Thank you, and see you hopefully very soon. Bye.